Stephen, once again with Jacksonville Real Estate News, your unbiased source for education and empowerment to succeed in today's real estate environment. We're going to continue on our series of what do we need to do to buy a home. In this episode, we're going to go over the questions that you need to ask a lender and what are the differences between lenders that you're talking to. Once again, like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Everybody needs these tips. It is helpful for all. So let's get into it. I always get a lot of questions of people saying, hey, I'm pre-approved or I do banking with X, Y, or Z national bank. That's great. That's awesome. Yes, you can talk to them when it comes to getting approved. There's nothing wrong with that. You should definitely check your rates. Now, here's a misconception that a lot of people think is, oh, well, each time somebody goes and pulls my credit, it's going to ding me if I go and get pre-approved. That used to be true. Years ago, they switched that over to if within a certain period of time, you get pre-approved for a mortgage. So let's say you go and talk with Big National Bank, then you talk with your local credit union, and then you talk with a mortgage broker here in town. If you do that all within a couple days, that's not going to ding your credit 3 different times. It's just going to do it once because they realize you're out shopping for a mortgage. You're actually looking for the best rate for you. So you're not going to get penalized through that from the credit bureaus. You're just doing it once, boom, there you go. Now, if in that same time, let's say we talk to 3 mortgage people, we go and we apply for a new credit card and we're going to go apply for a new car, yeah, your credit's going to take a ding there. Now, warning, warning, warning. Once we get under contract, and your lender will tell you this, but once you get under contract, do not in any way, shape, or form take out a new credit card. Go buy a car, go buy a boat, go buy a jet ski. Don't even go buy furniture. Keep everything stable and easy. I've seen too many people run into this problem because it's going to affect your credit and it's going to affect your loan to value ratio. We've worked so hard to get to the point where we're ready to buy a house. Don't blow it on going out and getting a new car. Wait until after you close. Don't get that furniture and put it on 90 days, same as cash. Just don't do it. Just hold off on it, get it earmarked, look at it, reserve it. That's fine. But do not go and take that out. All it's going to do is cause problems. So we've got multiple different types of lenders that we can talk with. The first lender is the Big National Bank. These are the Bank of Americas, the Wells Fargos, those type of institutions. They are national organizations that will write a mortgage for you. They will do it. Most of those people are in call centers throughout the United States. That's perfectly fine, no big deal. A lot of them have great service. They can give you also good rates, but they could be limited on the types of loans that they can offer you. What this means is most banks, and I'm not saying all, so bankers don't get all upset at me and start writing nasty comments below. Most banks like to keep mortgages and a 30-year fixed, an FHA, a VA loan. They like to hold those type of mortgages. It's pretty standard, very good underwriting and easy underwriting for those companies. They have a choice. They can choose whatever they would like to offer to you, but a lot of them will stick with the standard things. If you're getting into, if you're self-employed, if you have bank statements only, if you're looking for a mortgage for a rental, etc., they might not be able to help you out with that. They could, but it could get a little tricky for them. So those big banks are good. Positives to big banks is one, they have got a lot of power behind them. Hopefully that will get them lower rates so that they can pass that on to you. Negatives to these big banks is that they are going to maybe not have the best customer service. You might have to go through a call center to get to them. There might not be a direct line. I've seen it both ways. Sometimes you've got to call a 1-800 number and extension and all of that to get to your loan agent, and other things, hey, they've got a direct line. I'm going to leave that up to your comfort level and what you want to do. I will also say that sometimes they might not know exactly what's going on here in Northeast Florida. They might not know the different title companies, the inspectors, anything like that. They might not know it. And that's not necessarily bad, but Jacksonville in greater Northeast Florida is still a really small town. And so people who do a lot of work here really know each other. So keep that in mind. Once again, I'm going to leave that up to you of what you want to do with those. Now, another type of institution is we have a local credit union or bank. These are great. We've got some great ones here in Jacksonville. I'll put some links down below to local banks, credit unions, mortgage brokers. Put them all down below so that you have them. Once again, these people don't pay me anything. I've just had good experience with them. And if I've had good experience, I want you to have a good experience with them. So the local bank or credit union, man, that's wonderful. They're going to take the money that they loan you, that they get from you, they're going to pour it right back in the community. That's what they do. If you really like doing that, then let's talk to them. Some things that you could run into with those is sometimes they run into potential shortages in people, especially right now. Everybody's running into that. And so sometimes their loans can take a little bit longer than other people. That's okay. It happens. Always talk to your realtor and see who they recommend. See if they have a local bank or credit union that they have a relationship with. That always goes a long way because realtors are doing this day in and day out. You're not, and that's okay. You're not expected to know these things, but your local realtor will. So, and then finally, what we're gonna have is we're gonna have mortgage brokers. So what a mortgage broker is they are somebody who are licensed to help people get a mortgage, and then they will go to different banks. And they will shop your mortgage to different banks. They're gonna have the most options that they can give you. They can do all sorts of different programs from fixed rate, adjustable rate, long-term, short-term, bank statement only, rental income if you're buying an investment product, or if you're doing a rehab loan, they can offer those to you. So there's a lot of different choices in that too, and a lot of good and different brokers. But once again, ask your realtor. They're the ones who are going to be able to guide you to the people they know and work well with best, because the most important thing in this process is, are they going to get your loan to closing? That's it. I have worked with a lot of different lenders, both working on the sell side and working on the buy side. And when it all comes down to it, you don't want to be the day before closing and your lender throws something out there that you've never heard of or has a problem. I've seen more homes not get closed because of lender issues than I have because there was a problem with the actual house. Yeah, that's right. It's not because the house was bad, it's because something happened with the finances or something, an I didn't get dotted or a T didn't get crossed and something got pushed back. I cannot stress to you how important it is that you have a quality lender. What we're going to do on our next video is go over the questions that you should ask a lender.